flaky and delicious. If you love salmon, do it. Another small, serve these at a small dinner party, and everyone raved how delicate the flavor was. And oh wow, and that's how salmon should be. Boy, it is so true. It is a delicate, moist, tender flavor. And thank you so much, Chef, for showing us the part of the salmon that you bring these cuts from, because it's the meatiest part of that beautiful Faroe Island farm-raised salmon. Beautiful, beautiful job.
Now, it's a beautiful blank canvas, right? Salmon, of course, it's a beautiful, delicious taste on its own. But if you want a little secret weapon in the kitchen, I've got it here for you. These are actually my grill collection spices. We also have the flavors of the world, and they come to you in a set of 4, right? That's the gorgeous packaging that it comes in. But let me show you. All you're going to do here, let's say I want the Italian blend. I'm going to go ahead and put a little Italian spice over that gorgeous salmon. You saw me throw it in there with no oil or butter whatsoever, and that's going to give us a really beautiful sear. You mentioned the steamer insert that comes with the DuraPan. Kaylee, have a look at this. I've got a little bit of white wine. I'm going to drop that in. I'm going to create some aromatic poaching liquid, or steaming liquid, I should say. I'm going to put a little lemon on there. I've got some shallots as well. You can put any kind of aromatics you like, truly. Then you pick up your steamer insert, you drop it on top. Now look how deep this beautiful steamer insert is. So I put a little bit of lemon over there. The lid that of course fits over the pan also perfectly fits over the steamer insert, right? So you're taking that home, you can stack them high, you get as many of those steamer inserts as you like. Another thing that you probably want to pick up while you're picking up your DuraPan is these guys. This is my silicone handles, right? So the silicone handles just go straight over the buffet handles here on your multi-purpose pan, or any of your buffet handled cookware, by the way, and you can pick it up and move it around, because of course this pan goes straight from the stove right on into the oven. So you're steaming, you're sauteing. I'm going to deep fry for you. We're oven roasting, so I threw those little sheet pans, we call them sheet pan dinners, the 9x13. It is a set of 2, and we'll bring up that graphic for you as well so you can see it. But let me go to the oven and check it out. Broccoli, oh, gorgeous. So that's perfectly tender and ready to go. By the way, you guys, I always use these, my trivets. I stick it down on my kitchen counter so I can drop that in, and then, of course, I'm going to come over here to my salmon. And how long was that? Literally 6 or 7 minutes, and dinner's done.
What a perfect meal, too. I mean, it's healthy, it's delicious, and everything about this is as fresh as it could be. If you're just tuning in, some of you may not have seen our Today's Special until this moment, so I don't want you to wait. I was bummed, too, that the immediate shipment sold out, but the truth is, I've done such a good job of stocking my freezer these days. Like, you know, you do what you can do. I've been ordering chefs' food from us for months and months, and this is a happy day to do a price like this on the quality of the salmon and the amount of salmon that you're getting today. It is 12 of these 6-ounce portions. And look at, you can see, I mean, they're just glisten. They each come individually frozen like this, flash sealed, vacuum sealed and flash frozen. And then this box comes in this bigger box that's all on dry ice. It will be frozen when it gets there. Pop them in the freezer. You can take 1 or 2 out at a time. And I love the fact that this is now on that auto ship option, meaning you get this price for every future shipment for as long as you want it delivered. I mean, salmon, especially really good salmon, and I'm very picky about my salmon. I have a special seafood market that I like to go to, but salmon is one of the most expensive things in that shelf because I like the farm raised, I like this one, and I love where you source this salmon. Let's show some footage again of the Faroe Islands. It's a beautiful, pristine, quiet part of the world. Tell us more about how you made your connections here.
Well, here's what, you know, I used to live in England, so Scottish salmon was always spoken about, and I always thought that meant it came from Scotland. But what it really means is up there around those Faroe Islands in the North Atlantic Ocean, the Scottish salmon, the Norwegian salmon, the Icelandic salmon, it's all the same breed of salmon, and they all go up there to this beautiful part of the world to breed, right? And we know why they choose it, because it is just pristine in terms of its environment. So what we've done is we've established an incredible farm up there. These salmon live in the most natural, pristine environment. Their feed is perfectly natural, no GMOs, of course, and that means you're getting a very, very clean, beautiful, beautiful tasting product. Also, just as important, it's extremely fresh, because the second it's processed and cut, we go ahead and flash freeze it. That means when you defrost this fish, it is coming to you perfectly fresh every single time. Now, I'm gonna show you a couple more cooking methods here, because what I've got is I've got some salmon sauteing. It is getting some beautiful caramelization on it. And then I've got another pan over here with a little bit of oil. So let's go ahead first and just check out what we've got over here. Again, I'm using my stainless steel fish spatula because it just gets in there so easily. I mean, look at that gorgeous caramelization.
Oh my gosh.
Every single time you're gonna get the same result. I mean, gorgeous, right? So if you want that caramelization, this is the way to do it. And by the way, my DuraPan, my multi-purpose pan here, is the perfect pan to use. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that Italian spice on this side, and you'll see we get color on both sides of that salmon. And then over here, I wanna check the temperature of my oil. So I wanna make sure it's not too hot. I'm gonna get my thermometer here, give it a quick shake, and go ahead and drop that kinetic thermometer. Now I'm shaking it, of course, because it runs off kinetic energy. Oh, it's really hot. We're up at 440 degrees.
Hey, there's the info on that.
Right?
625443 for that kinetic thermometer. That's a really great item. I have that too. And it's really nice to cook your things to perfection, whether it's the salmon or beef or poultry, everything that you cook at home, that kinetic thermometer is gonna be really handy for you. You know, the fact is, salmon, I am so happy that it is one of my favorite things. It's also, I have to say, Chef, one of the easiest things to prepare. As I'm watching you, I'm like, I can do that.
That's right. I mean, it's very easy. That's the beautiful part. Look, I'm deep frying. This is my kids' favorite way to enjoy their salmon. I've put it in the panko breadcrumb. Now, the breadcrumb we're also bringing to you. We call it the Airfryer Kit, but the truth is, it's a seasoned flour mix with a seasoned panko mix. We have the lemon, black pepper, and thyme. We have the herb and garlic, and then, of course, we have the Nashville hot. Right, so read the reviews on that. Everybody that's got it is loving it. But look at how quickly you can flash fry this gorgeous salmon, right? Perfectly golden brown. This is the Nashville hot, so it is a little bit of spice in there. My kids love the garlic and herb. And then what I do is I pull those out, serve it with some tartare sauce. If you wanted to fry some chips, of course you could. Feel good about it, because your choice here is a very healthy option. You're getting salmon from one of the most beautiful parts of the world, pristine waters. Not only is the flavor good, it's also amazing for you. I mean, doctors have been telling us for a very long time, salmon is brain food. We also know that it's great for your heart. In fact, Harvard did a study on it, and they said if you introduce salmon into your diet twice a month, just twice a month, not every week, it reduces your chance of heart attack by 1/3.
Whoa.
I mean, imagine a small little change like that in your diet having such an incredible... I got an email from one of my my wife's friends, actually, and she said, you know, her parents aren't getting out and doing as much exercise at the moment, so the diet is more important than ever. And I was like, you're so right. So we actually went ahead and sent them some salmon, because then you're making the healthy choice for them, frankly, and I think that's super cool.
That's a really good point. That just reminded me. I'm gonna send this off to my brother. I don't care if he doesn't get it right away. I'll have it, he'll get it. In fact, I might send it even in the extended delivery, so he has it for Father's Day, because you know what? He loves to be out at the grill too. He's got 3 kids and a wife, and they're always struggling to come up with something new and interesting to eat. But I love that it's got 0 trans fats, very high in omegas, fatty acids, all the things that we need. Our body needs it. Doctors tell us this. We hear this from Andrew Lessman when he's here and we're talking about his vitamin supplements. We all know salmon is one of the healthiest options that we could have. Also one of the lower in calorie kind of options that we can have. And I love the portions. So what you're getting here, folks, and we are so busy. We have been so busy all day long. I apologize that the immediate shipment sold out, but you know what? Who cares? Even if you have to wait a little bit longer to get this, when it gets there, you're gonna be so ready. And at that point, all you're gonna have gone through everything in your freezer anyway. You'll be looking for some creativity in your kitchen. So you will get this box delivered with 12 of these big, I mean, these are 6-ounce portions, individually flash frozen, vacuum sealed. And I know you are going to find this to be some of the most delicious salmon you've probably ever tasted. So shipping dates, these are your 2 options. Most everybody's doing the next option, which is May 8th. That's gonna be, or 18th, it's gonna ship on May 18th, and you will have it by the 22nd, so fully in time for Memorial Day celebration. If you wanna wait even further, you can do the June option, and it will be shipping to you on the 8th, and you'll have that by the 12th, and then it'll be there for Father's Day. Either or, most everybody's doing the next closest option, because single immediate shipment did sell out, sorry. But that's why we always tell you, if you see something you want, don't wait, because when it sells out, you're just out of luck until the next go around. And hopefully we can do this again sometime later in this year. But right now, the most important time to have really good quality food delivered to your door, mind you, free to no charge to ship. That's on us. Shipping food is definitely a very expensive option in most cases. In about 5 or 6 minutes, we're gonna be talking about chef's medallions. You've got your pork roast coming up. We've got your brand new scallops in stock. So stay with us. If you're looking for options, we are here to help. So Chef, I am so impressed with what you were able to make happen so quickly, because you said it was not scheduled, but with everything going on in the world, it's the most timely of options.
It really is. Look, we have a line every day outside our butcher shop with people coming in to try and get their hands on beautiful meat and vegetables and produce. We know how hard it is. And now, of course, we're hearing all of these crazy stories about, you know, is there going to be a food shortage? Which ingredients are going to be short and which ones will go first? And the idea of getting this on an auto ship and locking in a price for a long period of time, I mean, you could be getting it delivered for a year or more at this price. It will never be back at this price. But here's what's so cool. The flavor of this salmon is just unbelievable. Oh, it is clean and pristine. It has a buttery finish to it. It really is just the most unbelievable salmon that you ever will taste. Now, I finished steaming just a minute ago. This is what I do, guys. By the way, if you haven't seen my trivet before, I want you to see it now. The trivet is right down here on the countertop. It protects all of your counters. What I do is I drop my salmon on the dining room table. I come over and I say, dinner's ready. You see the steam start to escape. Now, with your steamy lid like this, all you need is one of these guys. It's a lid rest. You go ahead and pop your lid down. All that condensation runs straight down that lid rest and gets captured in the front there. It's got that beautiful profile too, which I know everybody absolutely loves. So whether you're steaming it, stir-frying it, you saw me deep fry it, I oven roasted it, you saw me baking it on the trays, I've gone ahead and I've thrown it in. Now this time, I've put nothing. None of my spices, none of my ingredients, because it is still absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. By the way, my gravity mills, which were out of stock for a long time, are back in. So we have some of these available. You just turn them up, they start grinding away for you. So a little bit of salt and pepper. Then I'm going to turn these for you. Now, I love it when they're golden brown. But before I do, I want to show you one more. This is a brand new item, and it's so fun. You know, with a pair of tongs, there's always that thing, is it open, is it closed? I've decided to put a suction foot on the bottom, so when I'm not using it, I just go like that.
Oh, that's cool.
I just go like that, and it stands there ready for me, and then I just go ahead and pick it back up,
right?
That's so
smart.
It's very, very easy. I know it's a little fun one. Have a look at this gorgeous, I'll bring it over closer for you, Dave. I can hear you thinking, buddy, let me move this out of your way. And, you know, guys, we're doing this for the very first time, live from my test kitchen here in Los Angeles. This is where Rochelle and I develop all the product. It's where Matt and Vanessa and Brian and all the team are working so hard, really thinking about what the next product, what the next idea is, where the next food trends are coming from. We do it all up here, so we're very excited to share it with you and welcome you into our test kitchen here in Hollywood.
This is such a treat. Thank you, and thank you for sharing your background. And I see the gang behind you, all in their masks. Rachel, Matt, good to see you all. I do want to remind everybody, a lot of people are still like, I don't know exactly how I want to serve my salmon. Well, steaming is definitely a very nice, healthy option, adding even more moisture and tenderness to your